शिव का कर लो ध्यान, आ रहा पावन पुण्य सवेरा, पावन पुण्य सवेरा। तुम हो कौन, कहाँ से आए, अपने आप को जानो, राजयोग के द्वारा अपना परम पिता पहचानो। इसी राजपथ पर चलकर तुम पालो अपना बसेरा, तुम हो आत्मा तन से प्यारे, परमात्मा को प्यारे, दिव्य गुणों को धारण करके योगी बनो दुलारे। ज्योति बिंदु ही तोड़ेगा ये माया मोह का घेरा, अंतर मन में ज्योति जगा लो, होगा दूर अंधेरा। ओम शांति, ओम शांति, ओम शांति।
भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना, अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना, अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। हम दीन दुखी निर्बल नित नाम रहे प्रतिपल, ओ जियो ये सोच दर्श दोगे, प्रभु आज नहीं तो कल, जो बाग लगाया है फूलों से सजा देना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना, अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। हमको भी पिला देना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना। अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना। अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। रोकोगे भला कब तक दर्शन को मुझे तुमसे? ओ जियो चरणों से लिपट जाओ, वृक्षों से लता जैसे। अब द्वार खड़ी तेरे, मुझे राह दिखा देना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना। अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना। अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। मझधार पड़ी नैया डगमग डोले भव में। ओ जियो आओ त्रिशलानंदन, हम ध्यान धरे मन में। अब तन वर करे विनती, मुझे अपना बना लेना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना। अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना। भगवान मेरी नैया उस पार लगा देना। अब तक तो निभाया है, आगे भी निभा देना।
Om Shanti. Good morning. Okay. So see how we start the day. Baba's system for us now to start the day. Nowadays, so many people have a life coach. They pay huge sums of money for someone to be a life coach, which is basically teaching them how to live, which indicates people have lost the understanding of priorities and values, what is to be put first, what is to be put second, how to think, how to not think. The Baba makes it clear for us. It gives us a lifestyle. The first thing he teaches us is how to start the day. So I like to use this little symbol with the 3 fingers, like this. So firstly, when we wake up, first the thumb. First we connect with the self. You wake up in the morning and you remember who you are. I am a soul. I'm a child of God. I'm an actor in this drama. My swadharam is shanti, peace, so on. So first engaging with the self, this finger. Then second finger. Then connecting with, with the source of peace, the source of love. Remembering and experiencing, I'm a child of the ocean of peace. I'm a child of the ocean of love. I'm a child of the ocean of knowledge. I am Master Almighty Authority, and experiencing that sense of personal connectedness, experiencing the blessings and the protection of the parent. Then comes the third finger, which is then other people, duties in the world, what I have to do today, interaction, communication, administration, all the responsibilities of this world. So in most people's lives, the Lokkic life, the first 2 are missing. People wake up and they immediately engage with the world. They start talking to someone. They think about their duties, what I have to do, and so on. So because the foundation is missing, then there is no strength to their happiness and their peace. It's like when you construct a tall building, before you go up, first you have to go down and fix firm foundations, as we know. And you have to take time to make those foundations very firm. If the foundation is firm, the building can stand steady when the storms come, if an earthquake comes. So too for us, we take time in the morning, make the connection with the self firm, make the connection with God firm. Then during the day when challenges come, in the form of situations, people, circumstances, my happiness and peace can remain steady if I have made the foundation firm. So this is Baba's training for us, how to start the day well. And even before we come into interaction with each other, we sit on our throne of self-respect and we see each other sitting on each other's thrones of self-respect. And then we study Baba's knowledge. And then we come into interaction, communication, relationship. So how much would you pay to this life coach? Life's coach. His coaching ensures us a happy life at least for 2,500 years. But of course, the difference between Baba and any other soul is this is the parent. So a parent has that natural love for the child to become strong, that concern, that nourishment. And it's the only soul in the entire three worlds who is altruistic, who has no selfish desire. So two things: how great is our fortune that we are being guided by the most intelligent source, and how great we are to follow that in our lives as well. Okay, so today, I know it's departure day, so I won't go on for too long today. So we come to Baba's Murli. Sweet children, when you remember that you are confluence-aged Brahmins, you will start to see the trees of the golden age and have limitless happiness. Trees? Why should you see trees? What does it mean, trees of golden age? Why not palaces of golden age? Why not the animals of golden age? Hmm? Yeah. Huh? Yeah. But also it means, like, if you're traveling by ship to somewhere, especially in the old days when there were not so many high-rise buildings and skyscrapers, as you come closer to the land, first thing you could see are the trees before you see anything else. Oh, I can see the land. I can see the trees. So in that sense, it means as you come closer, your golden age will become more clear to you, not physically, but it means in terms of your awareness. You begin to feel, I'm coming closer to my golden age stage. Question 1, what indicates the children who are very keen on this knowledge? The answer, they only talk about this knowledge amongst themselves. They don't get busy in gossiping about others. They churn the ocean of this knowledge in solitude. Solitude in Hindi is ekant. Ek means one, ant means like the end of something. So when you go in deep, deep, deep into something, you experience this thing called solitude. So for example, you take a point of knowledge, go very deep into it, you will experience ekant. Even though you may be with other people, but you'll feel completely distanced, completely detached from everything, in a state of ekant or solitude, free from the influence of what's happening around you. Second question, what secret in this world drama do only you children know? The answer, in this world drama, no one but Shiv Baba is constant. Means his consciousness never changes. The souls of this old world need someone to take them to the new world. Only you children know this secret of the drama. Om Shanti. The Father comes at the most auspicious confluence age and speaks to you spiritual children. You children understand that you are Brahmins. Do you consider yourselves to be Brahmins? Or do you even forget this? Brahmins never forget their clan. You too should always remember that you are Brahmins. What does it mean? Why should you remember that you are a Brahmin? Why should you remember you are anything? What's the purpose of remembering that? It's so that your standards remain high. So for example, take a simple example of a person who's a member of a royal family. He has to remember, especially in public, I am a royal family member. So your standards of behavior have to be high. He shouldn't be seen fighting or arguing in the public. He has to pay attention how he's eating because everyone is watching. So too, when you remember you're a Brahmin, you remember your dharana and your standards. Your thoughts should be of an elevated level. So according to who you are, then should be your behavior. So Baba says you should remember you are Brahmins. Even if you remember this one thing, your boat will be able to go across. You should think about the new things that you hear at the confluence age. This is called the churning of this knowledge. How to churn? Baba has given the answer. This is called churning the knowledge. You are Rup and Basant, which means an embodiment of yoga and one who showers the rain of knowledge. You souls are filled with the whole of this knowledge, and so only those jewels should emerge. You must remember, you are confluence-aged Brahmins. Some of you don't even understand this. When you remember you are confluence-aged Brahmins, you will start to see the trees of the golden age and have limitless happiness. Whatever the Father explains to you, what should you do? Whatever the Baba explains to us, what should we do with it? Baba says, repeat it inside yourself. Because one thing is seen, you only really learn something when you become your own teacher. Even if God says something to you, you won't do it until you tell yourself. So repeat inside yourself. No one but you knows we are now at the confluence age. The study of the confluence age does take time. This is the only study for changing from an ordinary human into Narayan, from a resident of hell into a resident of heaven. By remembering that you are becoming deities, the residents of heaven, you will stay happy. Only those who consider themselves to be residents of the confluence age can become the residents of heaven. By remembering you are becoming deities, sorry, I read that already. previously you were residents of hell, performing dirty actions, and your stage was completely degraded. Now you have to stop doing all of those things. You have to change from ordinary humans into deities, residents of heaven. When someone's wife dies, and if you ask the husband, "Where is your wife?" he would say, "She has gone to heaven." But he doesn't know what heaven is. If she has gone to heaven, he should be happy. Okay? And also, if someone goes to heaven when they die, they should die early, no? They should go to heaven quickly, so it doesn't make sense. Now you children know about these things. Think about this. We are now at the confluence age and becoming pure. We are claiming the inheritance of heaven from the Father. Continue to repeat this to yourself. Although you should not forget this, Maya makes you forget and makes you absolutely iron-aged. When your activities become totally iron-aged, your mercury of happiness does not remain stable. Then your face becomes like that of a corpse. Baba says, by sitting on the pyre of lust, everyone has become like a corpse, burning away. You know you are becoming deities from human beings, and so there should be that happiness. This is why it is said, if you want to know about super sensuous joy, ask the gopis and the gopis. I would say even the gopis and gopis should ask us, how come you are so happy? Our happiness should be even high. Each of you should ask your own heart, do I stay in that experience? You are on, what are we on? Pilgrimage, okay. Yeah, something else. You are on a godly mission. Mission, what does mission mean? Commitment, yeah, good. A task, yeah. Godly task. What's a mission? Sometimes people use the word, I am on a mission. Mission means there's something to accomplish. There is an aim there. And if you have a mission, you get focused. This is my mission. So in that sense, we are on a mission of self-transformation and a mission in world service. You are on a godly mission. What task do you do on this godly mission? First of all, you change from Shudras to Brahmins, and then Brahmins into deities. So is this mission impossible or mission possible? We have done it many times. So mission definite. So never forget that you are Brahmins. Other physical Brahmins, they quickly say, I am a Brahmin. Those Brahmins are born through wombs, whereas you are mouth-born children. You Brahmins should have a lot of intoxication. Now, Baba changes the subject. Brahma Bhojan has been prepared. When you give people Brahma Bhojan to eat, they become so happy that they are eating food prepared by pure Brahmins. You have to have pure thoughts, words, and deeds. You must not do anything impure. This does take time. No one becomes this at the moment they are born. There is the saying, Jivan Mukti in a second. You become an heir to the Father as soon as you take birth. When you have recognition and say, this is Prajapita Brahma, and Brahma is the child of Shiva, and you have this faith, then you become an heir. That's really the moment when you have full faith. That's really the moment of becoming a Brahmin. However, if you then perform any kind of wrong act, you would have to be severely punished. You have been told how people sacrifice themselves at Kashi. When they experience punishment, their accounts are settled. They would dive into that well in order to attain liberation. There is nothing like that here. Shiv Baba says to you children, constantly remember me alone. This is so easy. Nevertheless, children are caught by Maya and put in a spin. Your war lasts for the longest time. No war of physical forces would carry on for this long. Your war started. When did our war start? Mahabharat, but when did your war start? Courage. Really? Your war started the moment you came to Baba. Yeah. Because that's when the Maya starts opposing you, no? As we were saying the other day, in the Copper Age and Iron Age, you are sitting in Maya's jail. So there is no fighting. The moment you start trying to overcome your weaknesses, they say, I'm not going so quickly. They start fighting with you. Then the war begins. The spiritual battlefield. Your war started the moment you came to Baba. The older ones, the older Brahmins, have battled so much. This will also continue for the new ones who come. When soldiers die in those wars, others replace them. Here too, some die, that means they leave Baba, but our number still continues to grow. The tree has to grow large. Baba says to you, sweetest children, remember I am your father, your supreme teacher, and Satguru. Krishna is not father, teacher, Satguru. You should be keen to benefit everyone. When Bharati children remain busy in doing service, they experience a lot of happiness. They run wherever they are invited. Good children are chosen to serve at exhibitions and to be on service committees. Your children are directed to remain busy doing service so people can understand you are good children on a godly mission. The Father also becomes pleased with those who serve very well. So ask your heart what to ask. Am I doing service? They speak of being on God-fatherly service. What service does God the Father do? He gives everyone the message, Manna Manabhav. That's it. This knowledge of the beginning, the middle, and the end of the cycle is in your intellect. You are called Swadarshan Chakradhari. Therefore, you should think about all of this. This Swadarshan Chakra, it never stops turning. You are living lighthouses. So lighthouse, light spins in all directions. This is one meditation you can do whilst you're walking, walking meditation. Like especially if you're walking in a street, there are many people walking by. Just imagine there's a lighthouse in your forehead and the light of peace shining as you're walking along the street. And if you're concentrated, other people will feel it. As they go past you, they'll say, what's that? Who's this? They'll feel some energy, some vibrations coming from you. Sometimes peace, sometimes power, sometimes light, sometimes love. Experiment with different qualities. So you are living lighthouses. There is a lot of praise of you. You know the praise of the unlimited Father. He is the ocean of knowledge, the purifier. He is the Gita sermonizer. He has his task performed with this knowledge and the power of yoga. The power of yoga has so much impact. The ancient yoga of Bharat that you are now studying is renowned. Sannyasis are hatha yogis. They cannot purify the impure. Only the one Father has this knowledge. You take birth through this knowledge. The Gita is said to be the mother and the father. There are the mother and father, as well as being the children of Shiv Baba. You also need the mother and father. Although people sing this, they do not understand anything. Baba explains the meaning of this is very deep. It is said, God the Father. So why do you then say mother and father? Baba has explained, although Saraswati is here, the real mother is in fact Brahma Putra. There is the ocean and there is Brahma Putra. So Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba. The ocean and the river, the sun and the moon. In this context, the soul of Brahma is the real mother. So the first confluence is of these two, and Baba incarnates in this one. These are very subtle things. Not many of you keep these things in your intellect. Not many of you are able to think about them. The ones who will attain a low status have very small intellects. Even so, Baba still tells them, consider yourselves to be souls. This is easy, is it not? The father of us souls is the Supreme Soul. He tells you, souls, constantly remember me alone, and your sins will be absolved. This is the main thing. Those who have dull intellects are not able to understand these deep things. This is why it says in the Gita, Man Manabhav. Everyone who writes to Baba says, it's very difficult to stay on the pilgrimage of remembrance. They repeatedly forget. Something or the other defeats them. This is a boxing match between Maya and you children of God. It's a boxing. Have you done boxing? Thai boxing is very famous, no? So if you're in a boxing match, then what do you need to know? Hmm? How, how to punch and kick? Yes, what else? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, you said something? Do yoga, yeah, yeah. Yes, you have to know yourself, but you also have to know your opponent. You have to study your opponent first. What is their fighting style? What are their weaknesses? What are their strengths? How can I expose them? You know? Then boxing, you have to know how to attack and also how to defend as well. And you have to know how long is it? Is it a 15-round fight? Is it 10 rounds? Is it 5 rounds? You have to have stamina. If it's 15 rounds, I don't know about Thai boxing, but the other boxing, if it's 15 rounds, then in the first round, you won't use all your energy. You get tired then after 2 minutes, and then your opponent will beat you. So you have to pace yourself. And you also have to know that, okay, there may be a time when your opponent hits you as well, but don't be shocked. Don't think, oh, I've given up now. I've lost. No. You have to steady yourself. You have to be able to take a punch and still continue. So see, Baba's Murli, especially Sakar Murli, is full of metaphors. Metaphor. You know the word? Metaphor, yeah. Right. So a metaphor is like a loaded word, and our job is to unpack it and find the meaning inside. So sometimes Baba says this is a boxing match. Sometimes he says this is wrestling match. Yeah? Sometimes he says it's a battlefield. You know, so these are metaphors: boxing match, wrestling, battlefield, journey, pilgrimage. So we have to think about this, that what does it mean? Why Baba uses this word? This is how to churn. What does this mean? What is the benefit of using this word? How does it help to think about it like this? So here, no one else knows this. Baba says you must conquer Maya in order to attain your karmatit stage. You first came into relationships of karma. Then after half a cycle, you gradually began to have karmic bondages. So there's another turning point. What is the difference between relationship with karma and bondage of karma? Okay? Something to churn today. Very deep things. So first of all, when you were pure souls, there was no bondage in your actions, neither of happiness nor of sorrow. You came into relationships of happiness. Now you understand you were in happy relationships, then you had sorrowful ones. Now you are definitely to go into a world of happiness. When the world was new, you were pure, you were masters. You have now become impure in this old world. You are now becoming deities. So remember that. Baba says, remember me, and all your sins will be absolved, and you will come home to me. You are to go to your land of happiness via your land of silence. First of all, you have to return home. Baba says, remember me, and you will become pure. I, the purifier, am making you pure so you can return home. Talk to yourself in this way. This cycle is now coming to an end. We have taken this many births. Baba has now come to make us pure from impure. It is only through the power of yoga that we can become pure. The power of yoga is very well known. Only the Father can teach you this. You don't have to do anything with your body for this. There's no postures needed. Churn these things throughout the day. Wherever you go in solitude. Just have these things in your intellect. You can find plenty of solitude on the roof. There should be no question of fear in this. Previously, after listening to the Murli, you would go and sit on the hills to churn what you had heard. Those who are interested in this knowledge, they only talk about things of this knowledge amongst themselves. If they had none of this knowledge, they start gossiping about others. You can show so many people this path at your exhibitions. You know that your religion gives a lot of happiness. You simply have to explain to those of other religions that they should remember the Father. You must not think that one is a Muslim, you are this. No. Each of you is a soul. You have to see the other one as a soul. You have to explain to that soul. You have to explain this at your exhibitions. So practice. So how should we explain? What is our training course, teacher training course? In one sentence. I, this soul, am explaining to my brother soul. So when you do that, what happens is you become very stable. Your intellect becomes stable. And any fear or nervousness or tension or anxiety begins to finish. I, the soul, I'm explaining to my brother soul. Then you can remember what you have to say. When you get nervous, you mix everything up. You say the last thing first, the first thing last, you forget what you have to say. We've all experienced that. So two main things we have to pay attention to when teaching is be in the right consciousness, which is this, and two, clear and step-by-step points. And for that we have to churn, and it also helps to write before you give your talk. Just write the points. Okay, first this one, then this one, then this one. Because if you see it on the paper, then you can remember it more easily when you are in front of the audience. So practice this. I, the soul, am explaining to my brother soul. We are now receiving the inheritance from the Father. We consider ourselves to be souls, giving this knowledge to our brothers. Which knowledge? Now you must come to the Father. You left that land of peace a long time ago and became separated. There is so much sorrow and peacelessness here. Baba says, now practice considering yourself to be a soul, and you will forget names, forms, and bodies. Why should you think so-and-so is a Muslim? You must explain to him whilst considering him to be a soul. You can understand whether that soul is good or bad. You souls are told to keep away from those who are a bad influence. You are now the children of the unlimited Father. Now that you have finished playing your parts, you have to return home. You have to become pure. You definitely do have to remember the Father. By becoming pure now, you will become the masters of the pure world. People have to take an oath in words. The Father says, you too have to take an oath. The Father gives you wise methods. You souls are originally brothers, and when you enter bodies, you become brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters must not indulge in vice. By remembering the Father and becoming pure, you become the masters of the world. It is explained, if you are defeated by Maya, you have to get up again and remain alert. The more alert you remain, the more you will attain. There is profit and loss. For half the cycle, there is profit. For the other half, there is loss in Ravan's kingdom. There is an account. Victory is profit, defeat is loss. So check yourself. By remembering the Father, your children will experience happiness. Others simply sing this song, but they don't understand anything. Everything they do is without understanding. So we have to check ourselves. Whatever I am doing, do I understand what I am doing? Do I understand the meaning, the benefit, the purpose of it? You no longer perform worship, but you do sing praise. The praise of that Father is unadulterated. Baba himself comes and teaches you children. There should be no need for you to ask any questions. Let the cycle be in your awareness. Then understand how you conquer Maya and how you are then defeated. Baba explains, if you are defeated now, you will experience 100-fold punishment. Baba says, do not allow defamation of the Satguru to happen, or else you will not be able to claim a high status. This is the true story of becoming the true Narayan. This Gita is for becoming Narayan from an ordinary human. Baba says, I tell you the story of becoming Narayan from an ordinary human. It is called the Gita, as well as the story of immortality. Only the Father gives each of you a third eye. You know that since you are becoming deities, you also have to what? Since you're becoming deities, become pure, yes, anything else? Yes. You see, human being plus X equals deity. What is X? You also have to imbibe the divine virtues. So one way of describing the Brahmin life, it's a life of imbibing divine virtues. And for that, you need gyan, you need yoga, you need service, you need everything. Because dharana is the end result. No? The proof that you are progressing, virtues would be seen in you. You know, there is nothing in this world that lasts forever. Only Shiv Baba is constant. Everyone else has to come down. He only comes at this confluence age to take everyone back home. You would also need someone to take souls of this old world to a new world. These are all secrets of the drama. Baba comes and makes us pure. No bodily being can be called God. Baba explains at present, the wings of all souls are broken, so they cannot fly. The Father has come to give you the wings. Which wings? Yes, but which wings allow us to fly? Which wings give us freedom? You said something? Courage. Yeah, the wings of knowledge and yoga. With these two wings we can fly. Your sins will be burnt away through the power of yoga, and then you will become those charitable souls. However, you first of all have to make effort. Therefore, Baba says, constantly remember me alone. keep a chart of your remembrance. Those whose charts are good will write their charts and will also experience great happiness. Even if you make every other effort, but you don't write a chart, you will not be able to fill yourselves with the power of yoga. You profit so much by keeping a chart. Together with this chart, you also have to write down points of this knowledge. You have to write a chart of how much service you do and how long you stay in remembrance. You must make so much effort. At the end, nothing else will be remembered. Make effort now to consider yourselves to be souls so that you become punya atma, pure and charitable souls. अच्छा, मीठे मीठे सिकिलदे बच्चों प्रति माता पिता बाप दादा का याद प्यार और गुड मॉर्निंग। रूहानी बाप की रूहानी बच्चों को नमस्ते। Okay, acceptable. Dharana point number 1, churn the ocean of this knowledge in solitude. Remain on the pilgrimage of remembrance. Conquer Maya and reach your karmatit stage. Number 2, whilst giving this knowledge to anyone, your intellect must remain aware. I, this soul, am giving this knowledge to my brother soul. Forget everyone's name, form, and body. Take the oath of purity and become pure. Become a master of the pure world. My blessing, may you be ignorant of having any desire for yourself and become a constant donor who uplifts and benefits others like the Father. So Brahma Bap gave his own time for doing service. He remained humble himself and gave respect to the children. He even renounced the name he earned from doing the service. He became one who uplifts all and benefits others through his Nam, Shan, Man, which means his name, the respect, and honor. These 3 things go together. He renounced his own name and glorified the names of others. He constantly kept himself a server and made the children his masters. He considered his own happiness to be in the happiness of the children. To be ignorant of the knowledge of desire like the Father means to be an intoxicated beggar. To be a constant donor who uplifts and benefits all. When you do this, there will be a fast speed in the task of world benefit. All cases and stories, means situations and matters, all issues will finish. All problems will finish. Slogan, be an ocean of this knowledge, virtues and dharana, and put a point in your awareness. So ocean is Sindhu and point is Bindu. Avyak signal. Now your children have to give sakash through your elevated and powerful thoughts. Give power to those who are weak. Use the time for your own efforts in giving cooperation to others. To give cooperation to others means to accumulate for yourself. So now spread such a wave that you don't take salvation, but you give salvation. The receiving is merged in the giving. The receiving is merged in the giving. So Baba talked today about the intellect, mentioned the types of intellect. Now just remembering one thing very, very useful. Baba uses the phrase, everything depends upon the intellect. And once he gave this very beautiful analogy where he saw 3 different kinds of intellects in the Brahmin family. One, he said, some Brahmins have a baby intellect. Now, what do we know about babies? And the Baba gave this scenario. Let's say something goes wrong. Some situation, the plan changed at the last moment. Something did not work out. Something did not go according to how I want. So a person with a baby intellect gets upset very easily, and again and again and again. So now he's okay for a few days, then something happens, he got upset. Then for a few days again he's okay, then again he gets upset. Again and again. So a person with baby intellect is like this. Imagine we have a baby sitting here in the class. Everyone's attention will go to baby, right? Is baby okay? Is baby sleepy? Is baby hungry? Is baby tired? It pulls the intellect. So a person with a baby intellect, you have to give a lot of attention to them, a lot of energy. And they are known as high maintenance Brahmins. Then second type is those who have a youth intellect. Now, imagine same scenario. Something doesn't go correctly, something changes last moment, something doesn't work out. A person with a youth intellect, how will they think of that situation? What will they do? Person with youth intellect will quickly start pointing the finger. Whose fault is it? Who made the mistake? Who has to be a little bit slapped and punished, right? And someone with the youth intellect very quickly becomes confrontational. Okay? Youth also has a lot of energy and creativity, but that has to be properly channeled. So youth intellect very quickly comes into confrontation and finger pointing. But then Baba said the third type is someone who has a mature intellect. If somebody has a mature intellect, in the same situation, how would that person behave? how would they respond? Sorry? Accept and understand, huh? And remain calm, remain steady. Baba said the reason is because someone who has a mature intellect doesn't just see the situation, but sees the significance beneath the situation. This is called being raz yukt. So a person with a mature intellect knows, okay, today this seems not so good, but wait, be patient. After a while, some benefit will be visible. So remains tolerant, patient, and stable, and also makes other people calm down. So if we have a mature intellect, we become very, very useful in Baba's service and very useful to everyone. So in this Brahmin life, we are learning so many skills. And one thing over the years I have discovered, there are two main skill sets that we learn here. You learn how to be with yourself and be happy, and how to be with others and be happy. Both you need. Yeah. So to be with yourself, you need to know how to talk to yourself, how to listen to yourself, to have a good and healthy self-dialogue. To be with others, you have to know how to adjust yourself, the power to adjust. Okay? How to work in a team. Sometimes in a team, you have to be the number one person. Sometimes you have to be the number two person. Sometimes you have to be the last person. Now let's look at eating, for example. When you eat something, there's a whole team involved. Who is the first member of the team when you eat something in terms of the body? Mouth, before the mouth, something else? Before the hand, something else? First you see the food. Ah, there is food. Or if it's very good smell, the nose. I smell something very nice. Huh? So first the eyes or the nose detects the food. First team member, second team member hand. Then the hand puts the food in the mouth. Next team member, the teeth. Break the food down into tiny pieces. The next team member is the gut. Push the food down into the stomach. Then in the stomach, there are stomach acids to break the food down even more. And the blood carries the energy to the various organs of the body. There's a whole teamwork here. Yeah? And if one team member says, no, I don't want to do my job today, the result is you get sick, right? If the teeth say, why I have to be number 3, I want to be number 1 position, then they'll be fighting. So team means you have your own unique position, unique role, you have a shared identity, and you have a set of guidelines which you all agree to work with. So the body is an amazing example of teamwork. Even now, we are sitting, not doing anything, but in the body, there are all these systems working. Digestion is happening. Blood circulation is happening. Respiration is happening. Central nervous system is happening. They're all working together at the same time. It's an amazing machine. This is teamwork. Same happens to the soul. But we have to adjust with others. Okay, this is her role, this is his role, this is my role. I have to know my role and know how to adjust myself with the roles of others. And therefore it has been said, when someone famously said, to come together is a beginning. to stay together is progress, but to work together is success. Right? Work together means why? Because when you work together, different sanskars come up. Right? Different working styles are there. Different opinions are there. Different competency levels are there. But to work together means you have successfully known how to adjust. And so building heaven is a team activity. Building heaven is a team sport. It's not an individual sport. That's why in heaven there is harmony, because in the confluence age we learn the skills of working together as a team in Baba's amazing task. Okay, I should put full stop there. I know we're all leaving today. I may not see some of you I may. So let me just say I've had an absolutely fabulous time with you. So nice to get to know you, to see your virtues, your specialities, your smiles, your fun, your creativity, your care and your love. As some of you know that I happened to receive a little present when I was here, which is a pain in the back. It happened as a result of something. But as a result of that, I received so much love and care from all of you. So that's also good. It's been so nice to be here. And again, thank you to brother and sister for hosting us here in this wonderful place. Very secluded, very quiet, very pure and clean air. And all this Brahmin energy is coming here. So it means amazing things are going to happen in this Baba's place here. Okay, so time to say Om Shanti. Okay?
Shanti. Louder. Om Shanti. Louder. Om Shanti. Thank you. So I don't know what to say. It's just something in my head that leaving you is not leaving you, but it's just having something to give away or make you to be such an instrument. You have so many things to share. Whatever in your heart and in your head, I try to fulfill it in my heart that you think you have to really make sure that what you want and what you get from God, you're going to be for the sake of sharing. You remember you love elephants, and then that is a favorite animal. And then you love the flowers called rose. Yesterday you already have the ceremony of rose, and today is a little bit left of elephant. And yesterday we mixed up your favorite color is it light blue. Everyone wants to make it up in the atmosphere. That's all we could do. So can you share us a little bit about what you like the elephant before getting the gift of elephant? See? Before getting the gift of elephant, and then you have to let us know why you like elephant.
Well, elephant is the largest land creature. So there's so much power, but also they're so wise. And an elephant will, allow somebody to sit on the top, and that person has so much power. The elephant can lift you up with its trunk. A trained elephant will, do so much work. So there's power and there's also gentleness. They're slow, the way they move, the way they walk. So I think everyone loves elephants because of their strength, but also their gentleness at the same time. So, and of course, Baba uses the idea of Maharathis, elephant riders. So there is so much to admire in all animals, but elephants especially. People find they're very cute because they're also useful. They do something. Lions, they say lion is the king of the jungle, but lion doesn't do any work. Right? Elephant does something. So it's useful as well as being, attractive.
Well, everyone may like elephant, but not everyone looks like elephant like you. You look like elephant.
Really? Okay.
You know what I mean? You look like elephant. Soft and sweet and gentle, move forward, but then at the same time you have that power of introversion to really stop right there and get into it. The feelings of being protected. And then the elephant is having the family oriented, they come as a herd, all the big group of elephants. And Thailand, this is the elephant is the national animal.
Mm.
So you added this to the list why you like Thailand, okay? The elephant. This is the little elephant I want to give from Thailand. Make our really sweet things, whatever we have. And we gave to the NC last time, maybe not NC, some special gift in Madhuban. And then you bring it back, just only 21 elephants. That's all I could give to the student of yours. And they would just get to put their name on, and they just give it and to be reminded they are an elephant like you. Maharati. Have a look.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. Handmade
One
again.
side is
Handmade.
Shiv Baba handmade. Wow.
They have to put the name on, their name on, and they can have a little keeling.
Wow.
They have to become an earring.
It's really nice.
It's not too heavy, otherwise you won't like it. Think you have to carry so much. This is what I got. This is what I got. This elephant the work. Then I check where it's from. It's from Germany.
German elephant.
Yeah,
Okay.
German elephant.
Right.
And looks so sweet. The eye is so sweet, like Yogesh. Huh? Yeah, look at the eye, it's so sweet, Drishti. But it's so old because they come with a little mud. Maybe just been traveling for a long time, 84 birds, and the passage of time and the journey of life. We've been through so many things, but still gentle. It went from Germany straight to China. And then China gave this to Thailand, and then Thailand have to give back to Turkey. Yes, keep on traveling, collecting all the mud. We're not going to hurt them. Tell Madame Chen. I will tell Chen that chance to put the sticker about butterfly on that. And this is going to be from anyone that you think you should be able to take them to the mode of being an instrument of change. Butterfly is my image to take me to heaven. change, transformation, metamorphosis, I will do until the end of my breath. Okay? To change myself. But next time you come, you won't see me like this. You will see me something else. So I want to give to you, as you can give to someone. Talk about that silence. Come with silence, introversion, determination, discipline, whatsoever happens. You need one to change oneself. But today we have the courage, and I want to share the courage with them. But not enough of having given something to you. And then what else? Can you tell us a little bit about the blue? Because yesterday we celebrate Blue Day with you in different forms. Why you like blue?
Why do I like blue?
Yeah.
Well, I have to be ready for anything when Sister La is there. She can ask you
ทุ
to
กคน
do
ต้องพร้อม
anything.
นะถ้าที่เซล่าขึ้นเวทีแล้วทุกคนถูกซักหมด
You see, light blue, the sky is light blue, so it covers everything. See, so we're under the blue sky. So, yeah. And you see, it's behind Baba. See, blue color is there. Brings out Baba's features. So, but you should never feel blue. You know what the meaning is?
You never feel blue.
Blue means sad. So never
อย่า
get
โศก
never
เศร้า
get the
เสียใจ
blues. And they talk about the blue moon. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone. See, blue moon.
Okay. Follow the Father. Our okay. He was saying our theme of to follow the Father, but then end up with the totally of having a shape of star and the crest, the moon. So because we started with the star family and still have that vibration of love and peace and joy of Christmas, of having a star family, having a Christmas tree there, everyone have a star on that. I don't know. And then that's one. Before we tear it down, I just want to give you a star with a star. All Brahma Babas and all the children that could be together. Everyone can find all the significance behind it, non-stop. You never can go back if you can talk about it. Okay, thanks for all the songs you sang, but I find it is nothing else I can share because Yogesh is such a beautiful friend of mine, and we know each other for a long time without any words to explain. But I find it is since things getting closer and closer. I don't know whether I said it to you once that something I heard about things really yours happen in Turkey, and I want to say it again. Anything happen, come back to Nordica, okay? บอกว่าอะไรเกิดขึ้นก็ตามที่เจอกีบางทีก็นู่นนี่บินมาเลยนะบินมาที่นอร์ดิกะ I already told you next time we're going to have a helicopter to take you straight. Yeah, it's true. Okay. And get a blessing. And then totally. You already told them that is it still on? Someone watching? กำลังเปิดอยู่เหรอคะใครที่ฟังในสายยังมีออนไลน์กันอยู่เหรอมีไหมคะ Okay, let me tell exactly what happened to Brother Yogesh's body. I always concerned about the health of the BK or particularly senior come over. I know that I work hard and hardly anyone can really see through. You don't want to translate. Bit difficult. Okay, I make it in time myself. คือBrother Yogesh เนี่ยเขาเดินมาเนี่ยแหละแต่ว่าถ้าเราไม่รู้จริงเนี่ยพี่เองจะรู้ไงแล้วพี่เหมือนมีวิญญาณในการดูแลเขาอะแล้วเขาก็จะรู้สึกเลยชีวิตพี่มันวอนเดอร์สำหรับเขาจริงไปดูแลจะใส่เป็นอะไรก็ไม่รู้ล่ะแต่ประเด็นมันก็คือว่าพี่ก็รู้สึกว่าถ้าคนเราได้มีโอกาสแตะเขาแล้วเราจะรู้ถ้าเขาเปิดใจที่จะเข้าใจว่าข้างในเขาเป็นอะไรนี่บังเอิญมีน้องอะไรนะน้องอุ๊กเนี่ยน้องอุ๊กเนี่ยเขาก็มีวิญญาณในการที่จะเยียวยาคนอาจจะเป็นเนี่ยนะเพชรต้องยืนยันใครเป็นหมอมากี่ชาติของเขาก็ไม่รู้ล่ะแต่พี่เป็นหมอในหัวใจที่พี่รู้สึกว่าใครไปใครมาประเทศไทยเนี่ยมาแบบดูดีนะแต่ว่ามันข้างในมันมีปัญหาแล้วเรารู้ว่าทุกคนมีปัญหาเรื่องสุขภาพ ปล่อยให้เขาจับเท่านั้นเองอ่ะไม่ใช่น้องจับหรอกคนเท่านั้นเขาจับเพราะว่าเขาเป็นหมอกระดูกถ้าพี่รู้เขามีปัญหาเรื่องกระดูกด้านหนึ่งมีปัญหาพอจับเขานวดไปนวดมาก็เป็นอีกด้านเขาบอกใช้เวลาอีก10 วันพี่ก็ห่วงเขาว่าเขาจะเดินทางยังไงนี่พออุ๊บเขาไปจับดูอีกทีนึงก็จะรู้ว่าไม่ได้หรอกนะมันจะต้องมีใครที่เอ็กซ์เพรสมากกว่านี้ที่ช่วยเขาแล้วเมื่อคืนเราก็ไม่ได้ทำบนแต่ร้องเพลงเขาก็เข้านอนไปละตื่นเช้าก็ให้อุ๊บเขาไปถามแต่ประเด็นก็คือเนี่ยเรามีความหวังว่าเขาจะใช้เวลาก่อนที่จะเดินทางต่อพี่เขาพูดก็บ่นพี่มีอะไรเขาก็บ่นพี่นั่นแหละเขาบอกเนี่ยนะเขาจะไปออสเตรเลียนะมัน non stop เลยจริงๆเนี่ย half of the month you're going to be in Australia half of the month
till the end of January.
อีกครึ่งเดือนจะไปโดยไม่มีเวลาหยุดเลยนะเวลามางานรับใช้เนี่ยมันตั้งสังเวยทั้งหมดเลยอ่ะมันกลับไปบ้านนี่เราสลบเลยไม่รู้จะรอดหรือเปล่าแล้วเรานึกภาพนี่ยังไปอีกนะอีกไป2 บ้านนะไปนี่แล้วก็ไปสินธุไปเป็นนู่นอีกแล้วบอกว่านี่จะเอายังไงเนี่ยน้องกุ๊กก็แนะนำว่ากุ๊กมีมือฉมังเลยนะที่จะดูแลพี่ก็ว่าโอ้คนที่จะจับคนอย่างนี้ได้เนี่ยนะที่เขาจะยอมและเวลาที่จะให้ที่กำลังปรับอยู่นะคะให้แน่ใจว่าต้องดูแลเขาก่อนเขาขึ้นกลับแล้วก็อย่างว่าเนี่ยเดี๋ยวก็ติดต่อกันอยู่แต่วันเนี้ยเดี๋ยวจะให้เขาลาไปรีบไปแล้วก็รีบไปนวดก่อนจะกลับบ้านแต่สุขวิทก็ต้องรอไปทัชว่าอยู่ไหน You haven't done your packing yet? You done your packing?
No, nothing.
Okay. Oh, maybe by the end of the day you will leave. Yeah, like, okay, go quickly, and I talk about the courage later. Okay, Pashwa, he has to go straight to his bed and then really lie down, make sure that he gets a little bit of massage, and then have breakfast, and then you do the packing, and you have to really be aware that it's going to be late a little bit. Now, let's come and get the blessing. It's going to be in English. ค่ะมารับนะ blessing มีเพลงอะไรไหมคะมีช้างเหรอเพลงอะไรช้างอะไรเพลงอะไรไม่ไม่เอาจมูกยาวๆดีกว่าต้องเขียวยาวพวงดีกว่านะมีหูมีตายาว ดูเรียกมันช้าง You know to talk about elephant
อ่านคลิปใหม่
หูมีตา
ค่ะ
ไปเลยคิดได้สองค่ะโอเคเดี๋ยวก็ได้กลับไปนั่งนะเพราะพี่จะคุยเรื่อง courage
ช้างน้องเคยเห็นช้างหรือเปล่า
อะไรเต้นมารับโทรีเลยอ่ะเต้นมารับโทรีคนนี้มาก่อน
มีเขียวใส่หมวกและกวางงามีหูมีตา
ใครไม่เต้นช้าก็ไม่ต้องทางนะคะโทรีนะคะพี่ให้ดูคำวิดีโอ
ช้างมันตัวโตไม่เบาจมูกยาว
อย่าลืมนะคะแอปพลิคอตจากตุรกีค่ะ
มีหูมีตาหางยาวช้างน้องเคยเห็นช้างหรือเปล่าช้างมัน
หนูไม่เต้นไม่ได้ทานนะแอปพลิคอตจากตุรกีค่ะเอาหอบมา
มีหูมี
มี
ตา
ชื่อเสียงที่สุดในโลก
ยาว
อย่าเพิ่งไปนะคะเดี๋ยวพูดเรื่อง courage ความกล้าหาญของพี่เกียง
ช้างน้องเคยเห็นช้างหรือเปล่าช้างมันตัวโตไม่เบาจมูกยาวเรียกว่างูมีเขียวใต้หมวกเรียกว่างามีหูมีตาหางยาวช้างน้องเคยเห็นช้างหรือเปล่าช้างมันตัวโตไม่เบาจมูกยาวเรียกว่างูมีเขียวใต้หมวกเรียกว่างามีหูมีตาหางยาว
ขับที่นั่งแต่ข้าที่นั่งอย่าพี่ไปไหนนะคะให้เข้าไป
กด subscribe เพื่อติดตามคลิปใหม่จาก Kiss on Cloud ด้วยนะคะ
Thank you So sit down and then Pashwa can just listen in Thai. We want to do in Thai. พี่ขอไต่ตรองเมอรีนภาษาไทยรวบรัดในวันกล้าหาญนี่หน่อยค่ะเนี่ยช้างตัวจริงเนี่ยเด็กคนเนี้ยนะ she's sweet เดี๋ยวคุณนี่อย่าให้กินของหวานเยอะนะพี่เดี๋ยวเขาก็จะไฮเปอร์มากเลยนี่ โอเคมาไม่แปลไม่เปิดแล้วต้องพูดภาษาไทยละทุกคนเข้าที่นักเรียนนักหลายเอาเลยเดี๋ยวให้รีบไปนวดก่อนแล้วกัน Yeah, you take everything up.